In today's ocean resin tutorial, I'll be using plaster to create rocks. My name's Tracey, and the plaster I'm using is Gedeo light plaster. And I kind of wait, after I mix it, I kind of wait just a few minutes for it to start to thicken so I can get a real rocky kind of texture out of it. Otherwise it's kind of that sloppy consistency. I leave the plaster then to dry overnight, and the next day it was a beautiful sunny day, so I decided to take it outside, and that sped up the drying time considerably. And I didn't have any cracking, and I think that's because I did let it sit for 24 hours to dry indoors first. Just to be sure, I did let it dry another day indoors before applying this acrylic paint. And I'm starting with a mid-grey base coat of acrylic paint, and then building up some shadow areas in the cracks with some darker grey. Unfortunately, the camera just cut out, but all I did was add some lighter highlights using a lighter grey. To emphasise the highlights, I'm using a beautiful silver leaf. And the trick is to apply it when the paint's still wet. It's still a bit tacky, so it can just stick to it. And now I'm just gently brushing over the top of the rocks with gold metallic paint, just lightly feathering. And continuing to just build up the rocks with a combination of the colours grey, white, black and gold. The gold helps to warm it up a bit. I'm choosing to paint some of the canvas as well, just little bits of the canvas so it'll show through the resin, like looking through water later on. And I'll finish it off with some more beautiful silver leaf. I then let the acrylic paint dry for 5 days before pouring any resin. I love to work with art resin. It's so good because it's safer than other brands, a lot of them. I've tried other brands that have no VOCs, but the problem was I just couldn't get good waves out of it, whereas art resin, it's safe and I also get the waves. These beautiful ocean colours are by Pearl-X Powdered Pigments, Duo Aqua Blue and Sapphire Blue. As always, I let my resin sit for 15 minutes after mixing the colours, just to thicken it up so when I pour them onto this canvas, it's not going to run. I've mixed my white nice and opaque. I'm using titanium white from Just Resin. You may recall in a previous video I smeared gold paint over my resin. This time I'm smearing, or dropping in some acrylic silver paint. I'm trying this technique again. It didn't work the way it was supposed to last time. I'm going to give it another go. I want that acrylic paint to break up when I hit it with the heat, but it's not doing it. Why does this happen? It works in the test, but it doesn't work on the actual paintings. Anyway, plan B, smear it, drop some resin on it. Good thing I mix a little bit more than I always need. Let's see how I can remedy this. White always helps. Drop some white on. Whack that heat gun on. See what magic can be made of this mess. I actually really like how that's looking. It was quite a blessing in disguise. That's often the case, and the painting wants what the painting wants. And since I like that look, I'm actually going to drop some more. Slowly, 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 just in case. I've got the tiniest amount on the end of that paddle pop stick. It's just metallic silver paint, the same paint I used on the rocks. You can see that silver paint that I painted on the canvas underneath. See how it's showing through the bottom? So now if I apply that acrylic paint on top, it just gives it that illusion of depth. Okay, well that's all from me today. I really hope you enjoyed watching this and you gained something from it. Please let me know in the comments your thoughts, ideas, suggestions or anything else. My name's Tracey and thank you for watching.